Hey everyone, welcome to the first video. This is going to be about the Mark 1. I'm going to be going over a few things. One of them is going to be the motor. That's not supposed to be staying here very long. Next couple of things are going to be what I'm going to be doing the next few weeks. And also, you know, the purpose of the car and why I built it. So, you know, I'm gonna take this out so I can warm it up. It hasn't been started in a couple of weeks, and we'll show you guys around when it's outside. All right, now that the car's been doing its thing for a little while, let it warm up. I'll shut it off for, you know, audio purposes. So here she is. I'm gonna go over the car a little bit for you guys. So it's an 82 Rabbit. It is a square front end. It is a late Westie. It is not an early Westie. Just gonna bring that up before someone actually starts saying anything about it. Only reason I did this early Westie setup is because, well, they just don't fucking make these for Westies, really. This is meant for round headlights in Europe, so. And that is a berg kit. So most people actually get the arches that just bolt on, but mine are the full fender. When you get those, usually you have to do a little bit of work to them to get them to work. But for me, I'm not really worried about it. So before I start really getting into the car and telling you, you know, what it is, what it's meant for, let me tell you what it's not. This car is not a show car. This is not a car that was ever bought with intention of really taking it to shows and showing it around just cause. The whole purpose of this car was for me to have something to actually drive, be able to take to the track, and not really care about it. As many of you know, if you do actually know me, I mean, I have a work truck and I do have another car. So as far as, you know, whether this breaks down or I have an accident, I'm not too worried about it. So, and to go with that, I mean, this was an $800 car. It has some sort of $400 or $500 paint job. As you can see, you know, the paint matching is not perfect. The alignment on the fenders is not perfect. I don't really care because that's not the point of this car. Now, normally on pictures, if you follow me on Instagram at VWFair_, I usually have white wheels on it. That's because those have the race tires on them. These are just regular street tires that I was using them. I did use them for a couple events, but they're not going to stay on there very long. Those are actually going to my buddy Chad soon for his Rabbit pickup. So for the meantime, the car is stored away in those. So as you can see, the car, I mean, it's not really gutted. There isn't that much to gut besides the rear seat being deleted. This panel I made myself. Those panels I made myself. Also the kick panels that you might be able to see all the way in the front. These are just OEM cargo nets that I usually use to keep the spare set of wheels down. And usually my helmet. This is a battery tray from Summit Racing. Now, usually you use these to put a full-size battery in them, and for the most part I did, but right now I have an Odyssey, and that has the bottom tray that fits it, just the top bracket's a little big for it. I do plan on going on deleting that wheel well, so this big box is gonna go away. I'm gonna mount this somewhere up there with an actual Odyssey mount. So as you can see, for now it's just small setup. It goes right to the kill switch, and then it routes through the middle, underneath the dash, past the firewall and stuff like that. So just fairly simple. The reason it's done like that is because I know the car is gonna be changed at some point. I do plan on going with a different motor, so most of that stuff's gonna get changed around. So I didn't want to do too much as far as aesthetics or anything like that. I wasn't too worried about mounting stuff. Did never move. So this is my current roll cage. It's a bolt-on roll cage from Auto Power Safety. I did buy this used from someone in Wisconsin, actually. So it's pretty nice, pretty neat. It does the job. It makes the car super rigid, which is nice. As far as the seat, I just have a Sparco Sprint seat, you know, pretty budget friendly. So in one of the videos I'll be doing shortly, this dash is gonna get flogged. This is gonna be eliminated. That crossbar is gonna be different because it's already notched anyway, so it's already compromised. Whoever had the car before me just kind of messed it up. It's already a little bent too, so it does have a vintage Momo steering wheel that I got also from my buddy Chad. Now I do not have a cluster right now, and that's over there just because one of the dials stopped working, and that's about it. This is just a Neuspeed supercharger. It doesn't add very much power. The only reason I got it is because, one, it's fucking cool. They're hard to find. It wasn't a whole thing of me wanting power, just because I know the ABA is already on their power. So even if I got you know, a bigger supercharger that actually makes a lot more power, I know that ABA is not really worth it. So that's why I got this, because it's a little cooler. It was nicer. I actually did drive it to a couple of shows, so it was nice to have this on there. The car does not make a whole lot of power, so it does burn the tires though, and it does do okay at autocross. Obviously, like I said, this is not meant to be permanent. The only thing that's going to be staying is the body. The body's going to look the same. I do have a wing to install there, but I have to drill for all of that, and I don't want to do this right now because it's a little cold. So yeah, everyone, that's the Mark 1. This is what I'm going to be working on for the next few weeks, the next few videos. So yeah, that's it for today on the Mark 1. Obviously I just put it back in here. It's gonna be put away for about another week, and then I'll be doing some work to it. More than likely be doing this wing in like 1 or 2 weeks, and I'll be doing a swirl pot on the back as well. That'll be in about a week or so. I gotta replace the fuel lines all the way up to the front with AN6 lines, and I'll be doing some 440 injectors as well for the supercharger. The car does starve a little bit of fuel when taking turns, so the pump's getting upgraded to an 044 Bodge, and then I'm gonna be doing the swirl pod. It'll be the swirl pod that you mount the pump onto, so that's gonna be pretty neat. I know the car's not gonna be starving for fuel when I'm at the track, and I'll be redoing the lines. Obviously you saw the piece of work tubing that we just put on there just because, so that's gonna be replaced, and that'll be a good upgrade to have once the 1.8 comes around anyway. So for the meantime, I'll be doing a little bit of things to help the supercharger just push the car along a little bit better. It'll also be probably something that'll go away when I sell the ABA, because it'll be nice for the next person to have you know, everything already figured out. So always willing to help someone out. Obviously they still have to pay the right price for it, so it is a complete kit, and it will be for sale in the foreseeable future, maybe within the next couple of months. So for now, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Peace.